Right, we are serving up a fillet of beef for lunch today.
Yes, Alan Foley from the Step House Hotel in Borris in County Carlow joins us. Good morning to you, Alan.
Good morning all, how are we?
Good, no pressure, but the last time you were here you put up one of the best plates of food we've had in 2 years, the show. So off you go.
Hopefully we're going to surpass it today. We've got two beautiful fillets of beef that we're just going to lightly season. Okay, we have the oil in the pan. Now, all these fillets that we get are all under 28 months, so that means the animal is 28 months old, okay? This is off a Hereford piece of a Hereford animal. We're just going to lightly season and lightly seal. Now, you hear that sizzle? That's what you're looking for, because you want to seal it in very, very quickly, okay? And we're just going to let that brown. In the meantime, we're going to start our mushroom duxelle. So we got a little bit of butter in the pan, a little bit more. We're going to sweat that down, okay? We're going to get a little bit of celery. And normally you mightn't put celery or associate celery, but it just gives a little bit of texture.
Okay.
A little bit of garlic, okay?
And if you weren't a celery fan, could you replace it with something else? Could you put a leek in there or something?
You could put leek if you wish, but leek would go a little bit soft, you know? It just gives you a little bit of texture.
Okay.
And onions in there as well, Alan, is there?
Shallots as well, yeah. So we're just going to give it a little bit of salt and pepper. Same with the fillets.
Nice.
Okay, so once you get it, we're just going to give it a little bit more heat.
And the trick is put the steak in the pan, leave it alone.
Yeah. Seal it well on all sides. And get that lovely caramelization. And you can see I have a little bit of thyme on there. We're going to add a little bit more garlic. So we're just going to take our bulb out.
And you've used sea salt as well?
Yeah, I prefer to use the sea salt. I just think it's not as processed, you know. And you don't have to be too particular about your garlic. Just put it in. The most important thing is not to let it burn. Okay, otherwise you'll get that. So you can see that little caramelization we have there. That's what we're looking for. A little bit more oil. And now we're going to add the butter.
And what temperature are you cooking these? Are you going medium,
I mean, it's all a preference, just a personal preference. So, I mean, the normal gauge, if it's like that, that's well done. So if you're actually pressing the meat, that's well done. And then you go back to your other fingers, that's medium rare, and then rare. Personally, I prefer it medium rare.
Medium rare. What are most people ordering these days, Alan?
Once again, it's very personal, you know. I mean, we get a lot of medium rare, so the foodies will always go with the medium rare. The safe people that like it well done, and it's, you know, there's no right or wrong in it, really.
You're not disgusted by people who order well done,
absolutely not. It's their choice at the end of the day. It's their check.
But you don't feel like I'm ruining this piece of meat here by cooking
not at all. No, for me, it's just a check. You know,
it's another order.
It's just another order, So we're going to serve a little bit dearer.
Well, when he says check, he means an order. He doesn't mean a check as in a brown envelope.
Exactly, I was going to say a cash, but...
No.
So we're going to make a little bit of Madeira sauce as well.
Nice.
So once again, we're just going to sweat off our shallots, celery, a little bit of thyme in there, a little bit of smoked bacon we're going to add, because it's going to give it a little bit of a depth. So... this is local smoked bacon from Tom Salter's farm down in Carlow.
That looks beautiful and dry, that bacon.
And that you can just you get that lovely smokiness to it.
Oh, it's
and that gives the
and plenty of fat on that as well, Alan, for flavour.
Yeah, very, very important as well. As that renders down, it's just going to release them flavours. So we're just going to do a little bit of basting.
Beautiful.
You're using the oil to...
and that you can see, you'll always know when the fillet is very good, because it seals very, very quickly and it gets a beautiful caramelisation on it. And that's very, very important.
Because that is a chunky piece of meat, isn't it?
Would you believe, Anna, that's about 200 grams. By the time that cooks, we're probably going to lose maybe 20 grams, you know. So you really would want that piece. Normally in the hotel we'd give... 200, 220, depending on the garnish.
Well, I know what's very clever is even with that garlic in there, in the butter, because when you're basting that, you're putting the flavour of the garlic
all the way through.
You're just getting that lovely flavour on the outside.
Smell is just incredible, isn't it?
So the mushroom duxelle is there. We're just going to add a little bit of butter, okay? A little bit more thyme, once again. So we're building up the layers of flavour. So we've got our shallot, our celery, our thyme. We're going to put a little bit of smoked bacon in there.
Lovely.
We're going to turn up the temperature a little bit on it.
Lovely.
There you go.
On the menu at the restaurant?
For the wedding, we have a wedding fair tomorrow, actually. So if you're in the hotel for a wedding and you sit down at the table, you can have your beef rare, medium, or well done, no matter what the number.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's...
Which is tricky enough, actually, for hotels and restaurants to...
It can be tricky enough. We get a
Yeah.
lot of bespoke sort of weddings for the... You know, they like that elegance or that choice, we'll say, of having your beef rare.
Yeah,
and I suppose not many hotels actually provide it. So we actually have a wedding fair tomorrow. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of our potential brides and grooms there tomorrow, yeah. So
Lovely.
here we're just going to add a little bit of sherry vinegar.
We've got a minute left, Alan, just to give you a heads up.
You're going to
Into our
continue
mushroom
this dish
itself.
as we go into the second
As we go into,
hit
we're just going to
later
bring
on,
it to the
aren't you?
finish. We're going to add our mushrooms and spread them down. Okay.
Now, any particular type or anything?
I've just got 3 varieties in there. Just button mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, sashimi and shiitake. So that's, sorry, 4. So we're just going to sweat this down. And this is going to take about 10 minutes. So, I mean, you're going to, once again, just keep an eye on your beef, put it over it, turn it down a bit if you feel the pan is getting a little bit hot, okay? And you can see that beautiful caramelization. That's exactly what we're looking for now.
All right, so we're off to a good start. The beef is almost there. The
Almost
duxelles
there.
working away.
We're just going to...
Madeira sauce.
We're just going to cook down our mushrooms. We're going to add a little bit of white wine. And then we're going to finish our sauce in the second segment.
Patience is not one of his strongest
You're going to have to
points.
wait time, I'm afraid.
It'll be worth waiting for. Thanks, Alan.
Still to come.
Thank you.
Mark Fillet will be stopping by.
But up next, how to prepare your car for the winter ahead. See you soon.